This passage comes from Act 1, Scene 3, lines 73 through 81 of Macbeth. These lines come from Macbeth himself. At this point in the play, Macbeth is with Banquo on their way to the king's court at Forays. They encounter the three witches on the heath near the battlefield. Macbeth and Banquo are in horror at the sight of the old woman. The witches hail Macbeth as the Thane of Glamis and Cawdor. They also declare him as the king of Cawdor. Intrigued by the prophecies they have told him, he questions the witches and presses them for more information. As Macbeth begins these lines, he might be non-verbally communicating with the witches by extending his hand or approaching them quickly. This would show his interest in what they have to say and his demand for them to stay. Macbeth tells the witches, "Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more." He's in a demanding tone for more information. That's why he stresses the words, "stay" and "tell me more." There's a solid underline underneath both of these words to indicate a rise in volume. There are short pauses after these words, shown by the slashes, to give more emphasis in the conversation. Macbeth goes on to say he knows he is the Thane of Glamis by the death of his father, Sinel. Sinel's name is stressed to show that he is the reason for Macbeth's thaneship, shown here with another solid underline. Macbeth questions the witches in their prophecy. The change in pitch of Cawdor, shown here with the arrow, shows his confusion. There's a stress on the word prosperous, shown here with another solid underline, to indicate his knowledge that the king lives a healthy and luxurious life, and that he doesn't really believe that he could be king when everything's going right for the king of Cawdor now. Macbeth then says that he thinks being Thane of Cawdor is just as impossible as becoming king. This time there's an inflection on Cawdor, again shown here with an arrow, to indicate his bitterness. There's a short pause after Cawdor to show he's beginning a demand, or he's about to say something important. He starts this demand with the command, "say." There's an underline indicating this stress here. Another solid underline because it's a rise in volume. There's an inflection on the word strange, shown here, to show that he almost thinks that it is untrue. He acts almost sarcastic in a way. Macbeth then becomes angry at why they would stop them in such a desolate place. The adjective blasted demonstrates his annoyance. That is why there's a stress on the word, with another solid underline. Finally, Macbeth again commands the witches to tell him more. In the written play, there are no exclamation marks after "speak" and "I charge you," but I would have to think there would be stress on both of these words to further emphasize his commanding tone in this passage, as he demands for more information from the witches.
"Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. By Sinel's death I know him the Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands out within the prospect of lief no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you,